Howdy folks, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for this video, we're going to be continuing what we started a few days ago back in Halo 1, where we saw if we could flip a Banshee or not, to flip out of a Banshee or not in Halo 1. So, we're going to tackle that same question, but on Halo 2 this time. And we're going to be doing both Classic Halo 2 and Halo 2 Anniversary on the Master Chief Collection. So back in Halo 1, to flip out of a Banshee, all you had to do was just fly up and basically put the canopy, the top of the Banshee, up against any wall or any like solid object, like we're doing here. And if you did that, after like a second or two, with the back of the Banshee or the top of the Banshee up against the wall, vertically, you would just fall out of the Banshee. You would just flip out of it, like you know, in a Warthog when you flip upside down, you would just flip out of it. So, as you can see here in Halo 2, that is no longer the case. No matter what angle we position the Banshee up against the wall, even if it's exactly like how we had it back in Halo 1, you will not flip out of the Banshee. And even if we do like a Banshee flip inside like a tight area, like, you know, we just squeeze in this little hole here, and if we do a flip, we get stuck briefly, and we couldn't really like keep the Banshee in an upside down position this way, but we were able to keep it that way briefly, and during that brief moment you still don't flip out the Banshee. And I am like 100% positive that even if you could hold the Banshee upside down while doing a flip, you will not flip out of it. So that's classic mode. That's the only air vehicle that you can fly in Halo 2. Now, what about Halo 2 Anniversary? Well, Halo 2 Anniversary, the multiplayer at least, is different than classic Halo 2. It uses a completely different engine. It's like a modified Halo 4 engine. Actually, it's mostly the same as Halo 4, but they say it's like a modified, improved Halo 4 engine, which does come with custom games and Forge and theater mode. But let's try the Hornet first, which is part of Halo 2 Anniversary's Forge mode, as is a bunch of other new vehicles and weapons. But let's try the Hornet first before we get to the Banshee. The Hornet and the Banshee are the only two vehicles. So with the Hornet, it's a little tricky to flip it upside down because the Hornet always tries to force itself back upright. So as you can see, it's like fighting me here, and to flip it upside down, you have to like do it up against like another object, like a wall or something, and you have to like wedge it into something to hold it that way. Otherwise, it'll keep trying to unflip itself. But once you have it upside down and up against a wall and locked in place long enough, then yes, you will actually flip out of a Hornet when it's completely upside down and locked in place long enough. Now that being said, this is done in Forge, and well, without Forge, there really is no way you'll be able to flip out of a Hornet. Maybe if you EMP a Hornet, and like, you know, you keep EMPing it and it like its wings clip something, maybe it'll flip upside down that way, but that's it. There's pretty much no other way to flip the Hornet upside down, because the Hornet will always try to force itself upright when it's not EMP'd, at least. So far, the only vehicle in Halo 2 that you can flip out of, the only air vehicle that you can flip out of, is the Hornet. And of course that only exists in Halo 2 Anniversary Forge multiplayer, because obviously that didn't exist back in classic Halo 2. There's a very new thing introduced in the Master Chief Collection. So next we'll try the Banshee, and just for fun we use the Heretic Banshee, because it looks cooler to me, but it doesn't matter which Banshee we use. So same thing with the Hornet. The Banshee, when you try to flip it upside down, it will try to fight you and always reorientate itself upright. So you have to do like a similar thing with you do with the Hornet, which is try to turn it upside down against something and like wedge it in, you know, kind of like lock it in place upside down. Only then can you get the Banshee upside down long enough to see if you will flip out of it like the Hornet. So here we have it, got it upside down and it's lodged in place, and it's still trying to resist, but it is definitely upside down long enough now, and I've held it in place long enough, just as long as the Hornet, actually longer than the Hornet now. And as you can see, it appears you do not flip out of the Banshee. So here I got the Banshee in a better spot, and definitely like holding it down. And by the way, just want to mention that if you're the other player in the Banshee, if you're holding the other player in the Banshee, on their screen they'll be like freaking out, but on your screen it'll look normal. But anyways, yeah, so we held it down here, and I can conclusively say that you cannot flip out of the Banshee in Halo 2, both Classic and Anniversary. Banshee can remain upside down forever, and you'll never flip out of it, unlike the Hornet. So if you're stuck upside down, you have to get out of it there like that, like so. And if you don't get out, you'll be stuck upside down forever. But yeah, so hopefully you guys found it to be interesting. And if you did, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't worry, we'll be getting to the rest of the Halo games with this soon, testing other air vehicles to the other Halo games to see if you can flip out of the air vehicles in those. But other than that, if there's anything else for me to check out, just let me know, and I'll do my best to look into it. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.